There we go.
Working.
Yeah. So, what should we talk about first? Alien, I guess?
Fuck yeah.
Alien Romulus, it's called? I think that's what the station's called.
Yeah, probably.
I do like she looks like Ripley a little bit at the end. Like that's like that gun looks really cool. And when you see the alien too, like it looks all flat and everything.
Looks like an early version of the pulse rifle, isn't it?
Yeah, I've heard people say that. I do like when they're like, they obviously ran through that room where the facehugger there closed the door, but one already got through and jumps on like, is it a girl or a man? Jumps on the faces.
I think it's a woman.
Yeah, she's fucked. But I like when you see all the facehuggers just like escape the room.
It's worth noting Romulus was like the legendary king of Rome who founded the empire.
Yeah, I think that's why they used the name.
If that's supposed to mean anything, I don't know. Is this the start of an empire?
That? Oh yeah, like the alien empire probably.
An empire that stretches across the stars, infesting.
Yeah, have you noticed how the facehuggers look a lot darker than they normally are? They look like they're not the same facehuggers we know. A bit different.
Maybe it's a different strain.
Probably. I just like how claustrophobic it feels again, like we did in the beginning, like the first alien. Also, and it's the director of the Evil Dead 2013 movie. Don't what's it called? Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
Don't Breathe was a good film.
Still not seen the second one.
Second one is not worth it because it ends up turning him into a good guy, even though in the first film he is not a good guy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. You can't really redeem a guy like that.
Not really. One moment.
Yeah. From Pedro Alvarez. Is that what his name is? I think it is. Yeah. And that's how you say it anyway.
Alvarez.
It's called Pedro Alvarez, and his name.
Yeah. Yeah, Fade. I think Fade Alvarez and like that.
Oh yeah, Fade. Fade makes sense.
Something like that. But yeah, I'm glad it's moving away from. I finished my food. Away from the biblical kind of like biblical and philosophical stuff we got in Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
I mean, with Prometheus, it worked because even though it's supposed to be a prequel, there's no aliens in it, and as a sci-fi horror movie, a psychological horror movie, it works, because it's not about evil aliens on the rampage.
No, it's about.
But then they try to bring in that same kind of philosophical, biblical undertones into Alien Covenant and make that kind of like that kind of psychological horror. but it just didn't work.
Like, I do like Covenant, but not for the right reasons. I like it because of how stupid all the humans are. And David is not. I don't really care for him as a bad guy, to be honest.
David's a cool bad guy.
It's just predictable right at the end. Like, oh yeah, he's the one who got on the ship.
Yeah, like, you see that coming a mile off.
That's the problem. It was that was not a cool like trick. Like, oh look guys, surprise, he's the bad guy on the ship. We all knew it was him anyway, so it don't really matter. But I do like Covenant because everyone's a stupid character. When they all you don't care that they're all dying.
Do you remember how hard we were laughing when that stupid bitch just kept making all those mistakes in the ship?
Oh yeah. She ends up blowing the fucking ship up, the dumb bitch.
She walks in with a shotgun and she slips on the fucking blood.
Slips on the blood, shoots the ship, and it blows up.
She gets her foot stuck in the door when she's trying to get out, and it breaks her leg.
I mean, it's very brutal when that alien comes out the back. That's a brutal scene.
That's literally the scariest part of the movie, and it basically just ends there.
Yeah, and then it just turns into, oh, David there, we found him. We found David, and he's killed all these fucking engineers that live on the planet.
Yeah, he did. One moment.
That film is funny because every time you watch it, you're like, these people are absolutely fools and idiots and stupid, and everything they do with it is wrong. Like, you go on a planet, and instead of putting spacesuits on, like the helmets, they go out into the fucking air, like, oh, we can breathe this air, because we don't know about it, but we can breathe.
We can breathe this air, but never mind the fact that there could be something in it that could, contaminate us.
Well, we actually see that when the guy stepped on the spores that go inside him.
Well, it's like, it's like they don't think about that. They don't think that, they just think because the air is breathable, it must be fine. But you're landing on an alien planet, and even if the air is breathable, there could be any kinds of pathogens in the air, that we don't know about. Some horrible fucking virus that evolved on a different planet.
Yeah, even if breathing the air, there could be something like in the air that we can't breathe. Even if we can't, like, we might breathe it, but it can kill us. We don't know, like.
Well, it's like what do you call it? It's like in War of the Worlds, the aliens are defeated because they have no immune system, no immunity against the bacteria in our air that we have long since developed an immunity to, and it kills them off very quick because they get sick.
That could be the same thing on the ship.
It's the exact same problem. If we were to go to another planet, it's not just breathable air we have to worry about. It's anything in the air that could potentially infect and kill us.
Yeah, they didn't think about that in the movie. They didn't even have spacesuits in the movie. Like, they didn't put them on. They're like, yeah, fuck that. We don't care.
They didn't really put them on until near the end.
And I mean, there's not enough aliens in the film either. Like, not enough alien from the aliens until the end.
Yeah.
And we only get the proper alien right at the end of the film. Well, two of them.
Yeah, it's like the alien doesn't even show up until like the last hour, the last 40 odd minutes of the movie.
Yeah, then it goes all to shit.
But Alien Romulus looks good.
Yeah, from the minute trailer, yeah. We'll probably get a full trailer soon. probably in a couple of months. But for a teaser trailer, that's what you want. Get you excited about the movie. But I guess we can move on to our next thing, which is the ACOLYTE. The trailer was released yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't really know what to think about that. I guess we just need to see more.
Well, that trailer did not get me excited at all. I'll say that. I don't know who the characters are. I don't know what they're like. What they up to?
Technically, you're never going to know who the characters are because it's set hundreds of years before the main series. So
I think it's set 100 years apparently for the Phantom Menace, which brings the question: is it gonna break canon? Like, will cause anyone who sees the Sith either has to die or join the bad guys or whatever? Is it gonna break canon? Like, will cause anyone who sees
I don't know. I suppose we'll find out.
yeah, I just don't know the names of the characters. I know what's the name from the Matrix is in it. Can't remember what her name is. Yeah. Our main character is that black assassin woman. Is she a Sith? I don't know.
Oh, she looks like someone who flunked out on Jedi training, but she's got the skills, but not a lightsaber or anything.
Yeah, we've got a Wookiee Jedi.
Yeah, that's like the second Wookiee Jedi we've seen, I think.
Oh yeah, but it is. We've seen one in the Bad Batch.
Yeah, I think he shows up briefly in Clone Wars as well.
Oh yeah, it probably does. I can't remember though. I do like seeing all the lightsabers at the end of the trailer. Like, it reminds me of the Clone Wars. Is it the Clone Wars? Yeah. Like the clones. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I did see a funny thing at the beginning where he's like, close your eyes, and he's an alien that doesn't even have fucking eyelids. Did you see that weird poster in the Middle East? It's like a lightsaber with blood on the poster. Look weird as anything.
Yeah, sci-fi coming out soon.
What?
Plenty of sci-fi coming out soon, isn't there? Alien Romulus, Star Wars. No.
Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon, yeah, coming out.
Yeah, this actually, I don't know what to feel about it. I don't know anything about it really. The trailer didn't do its job and it got me excited. But anyway, yeah. I'm just worried that they might break canon because they're not meant to see the Jedi's not meant to see the Sith.
I mean, they reset the canon, so. I mean, but Acolyte. No, this is 100 years before. Before what's he called? Palpatine. You never know. Maybe this Acolyte person. I mean, Acolyte. Anyone who says Acolyte is probably like a Sith Acolyte, but
We could see Darth Plagueis. He's around, I think.
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
He wasn't so wise when he fucking died.
Wasn't so wise enough to know that you shouldn't fall asleep when Palps is around.
Yeah, you should not fall asleep when Palpatine's around. There's no point in doing that. But anyway,
As you die.
let's move on to the rumours of 007, eh? So,
Yeah.
the rumours are that Aaron Taylor Johnson has been appointed yeah, he's been reported as being Bond, but they've not confirmed it yet. So, but the chances are it probably is him. Which it should be
Yeah.
good. I wonder what they're gonna do because spoiler alert: in the last Bond died.
Well, they're going to reset the timeline again, like they did with Casino Royale, aren't
Yeah, but you didn't have to kill Bond to do that.
they? It was a completion of that version of the character's story arc, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks like you could, yeah. He was really good in Bullet Train, so I can't see him doing well as Bond. I think he's playing Craven the Hunter.
He is, I think, yeah.
He was in Kick-Ass, wasn't he? The main character.
Yeah, he was kick-ass. I actually just watched a James Bond movie last night.
Which one did you watch?
Spy Who Loved Me.
I've not seen many Bond films. I mean, the ones I've seen are Skyfall, Spectre,
Spectre.
yeah, Casino Royale. I've basically seen all the Daniel Craig ones.
Yeah. I love some of the old ones are very corny, but they're not without their charms. You know, they are an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, you get Sean Connery was a good Bond. Yeah, basically Bond's one of the biggest British things out there. It's like the biggest, yeah, I'd say the biggest British. So every time it's like Bond's like Batman to us. It's like Batman to us.
Yeah, basically.
So when someone new gets announced, we all get excited for it and like, yeah, that's gonna be cool.
He's an icon, you know. It's like, you know, James Bond is basically never going away, I think.
You can go and Bond forever, really. There's no end in sight.
It's easy to forget that Aaron Taylor Johnson is actually English because, you know, he plays so many American characters.
Yeah, where's he from? Is he from Scotland? Is he Scottish?
I can't remember. I think so. I'll have a Google right now. One sec. Oh, I've got this dog wants to come on the bed.
The dog wants to get on the bed, eh?
He does, yeah. Let's have a look. Aaron Taylor. No, he's English.
I know he's English, it's just not the way he's from.
He's from High Wycombe.
What's that?
Or Wycombe. Well, it's Wycombe, isn't it? Everyone just calls it Wycombe. It's in Buckinghamshire.
I don't know where that is.
You don't know much about your own bloody country, you do you?
No, that doesn't give me enough information.
Buckinghamshire is further down south than where we are right now.
Yeah.
I think it's near. I think it's near London.
So at least we got English Bond.
Yep.
And the next thing is so Doom 2 crossed 500 million at the worldwide box office.
It better break a billion. I swear to God.
I hope it does, but we'll have to see what it does this weekend. But yeah, this film deserves it. Made more money than the first one, actually. But yeah, the hype for this film was up there. It was really up there.
It was real. The hype was real.
Yeah, the first one, because I didn't know anything about Dune, but then I was like, I watched it again, I was like, yeah, this film is amazing.
Yeah, Dune. The first one made about 400 million against 100 million budget, something like that.
Yeah.
And the second one's already past 500.
Yep. We'll have to see what it does this weekend, or this week, when it counts. But imagine if it does make a billion, that'd be awesome. I highly doubt it. But then again, the only film that's coming out is Ghostbusters. So, it's got a chance.
Yeah, the only I still haven't, like I said, I still haven't seen Afterlife.
If you want to watch Afterlife, all you gotta do is watch the last half an hour, I'd say.
Yeah,
The, unless you want to learn about the new characters, but it's a lot of nostalgia in that film, that's what I'll say. Of course, it's going to be nostalgia, but you can tell the people behind the film cared about it, unlike 2016. Yeah, I love Dune too. It's one of my favourites.
yeah, I really. It's good. I think I'm gonna get both films on Blu-ray when they become available.
Yeah, I've got the first one. I need to get the second one. It's
It's like
so different to Star Wars. It just is.
but you can see where it inspired Star Wars, can't you?
Yeah, you can tell.
Like in certain places, you've got a galactic empire. You've got an order of sages who can use a power to make people do what they want. You've got an elite badass warrior creed. A desert planet, so on and so forth.
Yeah, you've got a prophecy that isn't actually real.
Yeah.
Paul made it real. He basically tricked the entire people into believing it.
Yeah, it's disturbing to watch those. In any other film, they become the misfit, ragtag bunch of misfits who save the galaxy and all that. But they devolve into murderous zealots, don't they? Who just follow his every word.
Yeah, like
And
obviously there's some that don't believe it, but by the end they do.
and what I found really weird is unlike in the novel, what's different is in the novel, Shani actually bows to Paul and follows him, whereas in the film they changed it so she fucks off on a worm. Spoilers, but
Yeah, when he's like, we're going to go and spread it around the world, all around the galaxy. He's basically going to cause a war.
a massive holy war across the galaxy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
that's
yeah,
what
it's like
that's what I like about the film, though. Is you're not really supposed to like Paul by the end of the film. By the end of the film, you're like, yeah, this guy is not good anymore.
it's like what is it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Paul says she'll come round. I've seen her, which means Shani eventually is going to follow him. But it's gonna be a while because that means obviously she's not happy with his decision to marry that bitch.
Yeah, but he's like, I love you, and no matter what.
I love him no matter what, and he's like, I'm gonna marry this bitch to secure my power.
Yeah, I love the Austin Butler was like one of the best parts of this film. I love the arena fight where they're like, if you don't pay attention, you don't hear what they say, but they're like, Oh yeah, the sun's dying or something. That's why the planet looks like that. The arena fight was awesome.
Yeah, the arena. I love it when he drinks that and she slaps him.
Oh yeah.
He drinks the water of life and it nearly kills him and she slaps him when he wakes up.
Well, she was forced to bring him back, which she didn't agree with. But yeah, I do like how is the baby in control of his mum or is it the mother in control? I don't know.
No, she just communicates with her mother through the fetus. She has no control over her.
Yeah,
But she just communicates.
God, the way it looks, the movie too is just incredible. You have to watch this at the cinema to appreciate it.
Microsoft Flight Simulator have done like a Dune crossover where you can fly an ornithopter. One of those helicopter type vessels they have.
Oh yeah, they're very cool. Those things. Oh yeah, the trailer for Furiosa was released yesterday too.
For what?
Furiosa.
Oh yeah, we saw that in the cinema, I think.
Well,
Was it a new one? I can't remember.
the film comes out in May the 24th.
I should go watch that.
Should be a really good movie, I think. Also, I don't know if this is real, but they're making a twisted childhood universe. The Pooverse.
Oh, the Foodiverse, yeah, the Twisted Child of the universe.
So we've got Winnie the Pooh, the first one. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Bambi. What's it called? Bambi the Reckoning? Neverland Nightmare. Or something like that. Pinocchio. Only. What's sake, I can't read it, but that's kind of funny.
Evil versions of children's characters.
All the characters that have gone public domain, I think. Oh yeah, Gen V Season 2 begins filming in 2 weeks, apparently.
What does, sorry?
Gen V
Oh, season 2.
is starting to film soon, I think.
That's good. I like Gen V.
Yep.
But it's like, so I like Gen V. I wonder how it's going to tie into, you got The Boys season 4.
Yeah, it comes out in June, that.
How Gen V is going to tie into Boys season 2. I mean, Gen V season 2 is going to tie into The Boys, season 4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah, it's gotta be a way it is, yeah. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, so in June we've got The Boys, House of Dragons season 2, The Acolyte and The Bear. So it's like June's packed.
We've also got Rebel Moon Part 2 coming out in April. Hopefully better than the first one.
I don't know about that, but we're gonna get the characters' backstories in this film, which you're the part you really got in the first one, but nope.
I mean, the first one wasn't terrible if you consider the fact it was just the first part of what was supposed to be a two-part, sort of thing.
No, but
But
the
it still wasn't
characters,
amazing.
the characters
It
were
was
just
just really
shoved in there. Like, we're gonna get a team together, and we don't know anything about these characters.
so we get a team together, and they're just all really, really shallow, and they just sort of like throw their lot in with this rebellion for this planet they've never heard of, or this planet that owes them nothing basically. They basically appeal to their humanity, like the Empire did this to you, the Empire did that to them.
So can we defend our small fucking farm that could get destroyed in any.
Come defend that tiny home that that you'll gain nothing from defending.
Yeah, this is just fucking Star Wars, but I don't know. Zack Snyder needs to just release the fucking extended cut instead of just releasing the normal cut. I don't really care about that. I just want to see the right version of the film.
I'm sure the extended cut will be marginally better. I mean,
Yeah, but
you can
that's
see
the
all the
problem.
moments.
Why don't they just release that?
You can see all the moments in the actual regular version that are supposed to be violent and bloody. I think the idea is, you have a version that kids can watch, and then you have a version that adults can watch.
Stop.
I think that's his reasoning.
Yeah, but see, he went on like Joe Rogan and he's like, "Oh, more people watch Rebel Moon than Barbie," and I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think that happened.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
If you release Rebel Moon in cinema, that would not make money.
I think it did have a limited release. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably a limited release, but definitely not going to make money on that film. More people definitely went out and watched Barbie. That's just a fact.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make. I don't think it made more money than Barbie.
So,
That's just
yeah,
wishful.
that's just him thinking that. Thinking there's more views from Netflix and that, but. No, I don't mind Zack Snyder films, but Rebel Moon was not a hit for me. I didn't like it. I found it very boring and we just met characters that had nothing about them.
I'll still watch the second one. I'm one of those that isn't very demanding when it comes to sci-fi movies. I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it just because it's sci-fi and I like sci-fi.
Well, I do want a good movie though. Not very shallow like it is.
I'll even watch, just regular independent movies, if it's sci-fi, because I like sci-fi.
Yeah, there is good sci-fi out there, but Rebel Moon needed a bit more to it than just, oh, the Empire wants seeds. Oh no, they're about to rape this woman, and then they have to kill her. Why did it have to be a woman just killed all those people in the band?
Well, I mean, she was a soldier, wasn't she? But she wasn't just any soldier, apparently.
No, apparently she was looking after the royal daughter, whatever. Who can bring things to life, apparently.
Didn't do a good job if the fucking royal family's dead.
Yeah, then we got this bad guy that can't die, I don't think.
Yeah, what, Atticus Noble?
Yeah, what? Like, can he die?
Well, I mean, I don't think he was dead. I think he was just really badly hurt, and he just, revived him. But they've obviously augmented him in the second film because he looks much more badass now.
But yeah, that Rebel Moon is. Maybe part 2 might be better, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
It's like
yeah.
oh, that's for the we got the Bad Batch as well.
Oh yeah, I watched the episode today.
Yeah.
We didn't get
That's
any
like
information till the end.
it was just another one of those filler episodes, but which by the end does have a payoff in that someone is coming after them now. And my thinking is that she sent that information to Asajj Ventress.
Oh, it could be actually, yeah. Maybe she gets the bounty to hunt him down.
Because
Probably.
we don't know what Asajj Ventress has been doing in all those years, have we?
No, but she's gotta be back soon. There's what, 8, those 7 episodes? Yeah, the 7 episodes left of Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And by the way they keep setting up, like, Crosser, I've got a feeling he's gonna die. He'll sacrifice at the end. I don't see them all dying.
There's going to be a lot of people dying, I think. I mean, maybe they all die, maybe Omega's the only one left.
Yeah, where is she? She's gonna pop up again in another show or movie, whatever. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but going on about what they call them. They call them M count, but they're
The M count.
they're what Jedi's have. What Jedi have, not Jedi's.
Midi-chlorian counts.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Maybe she's force sensitive.
Well, everyone's force sensitive apparently.
Well, I mean, it all depends on how many midi-chlorians you have in your blood, I guess. George Lucas put it in his movie, so it's canon.
Yeah, that's canon, yeah. But not everyone's a fucking Jedi, but everyone is now.
Not everyone's a Jedi. Only those who have a high enough midi-chlorian count can become Jedi.
Well, how the hell did whatever her name is from Ahsoka? I can't remember her name, but she is a Mandalorian and then she got force powers at the end.
She probably. Well, it's like they say, like, you know, some people with a high enough midi-chlorian count can tap into the Force, can't they? You don't have to be an expert. You just need to know that you can connect to the Force in order to use it, I suppose. So you got to remember, the Force isn't actually anything that's. I mean, the stuff that makes people, the powers that allow them to make things move, that's not the Force. The Force is just the power that gives them, you know, that ability. Those are just telekinetic abilities that they possess. People with those, with that kind of attunement, can, you know, access those powers. It grants you those powers, basically.
I just don't think that everyone should have to do it. It just don't make you special anymore. That's the problem.
Mm.
But yeah, the last 2 episodes before that were good. Of Bad Batch, like when they have to escape the planet from getting hunted down.
All of the Bad Batch has been good. Come on. It's an absolute banger of a show.
This season has been really good, yeah. I've not been bored yet from an episode like I was season 2 because it was like a lot of drama.
I never really get bored watching the Bad Batch. I just enjoy it for what it is, you know. It's better than most of the other shows that they've got coming out.
That's for sure, yeah.
I mean, what that episode in season 2 where Crosshair kills the officer.
So that was one of the best episodes where it just does that. And but yeah, he's gonna die eventually.
Yeah, more than likely.
We're concentrating on him way too much. So that means
he's getting redemption back.
He's gonna get his redemption by sacrificing himself.
Tech is either most definitely. Here's the possibilities. Tech is either most definitely dead. He's either the clone that's hunting them, or he's whoever that was on the other end that Fennec sent that information to, which isn't likely. It's probably going to be a Sarge Ventress.
Listen, if he isn't dead, that's one of the biggest cop-outs ever.
He's probably dead.
It was emotional when he died. For him to go, no, he's not dead, we brought him back.
Well, that's the thing. We never see his body. They just give us his goggles, don't they?
Yep, we just see his goggles. But, what's the bad guy called?
Hemlock.
And what picks him up, yeah.
You know what's funny, right? You remember the game Titanfall, Titanfall 1 to Apex Legends?
Yeah.
There's a gun in those games called the Hemlock. So, whenever someone says his name in that show, all I can think of is that fucking gun from that game. It just because I used it quite a bit in Titanfall. So whenever someone says his name, my mind just automatically drifts to Titanfall. The Hemlock.
The Hemlock.
Speaking of games, Delta Force Harcops is coming out. That is a free game. It's the late. Well, we haven't had a Delta Force game in a long time, but it's the latest in the series, and it's like Battlefield and COD, and it has like a multitude of game modes, including extraction, open warfare, and I'm looking forward to trying it out at least, because God knows if it's going to be any good. But I've seen gameplay, and it does look really, intensive.
Yep.
Like as an extraction game mode where you have to go in without, and get shit and get out, and I think it does anyway.
Still playing Helldivers too.
I am. I've cooled it down. I'm not playing it as much, but I still play it.
There's so many people that play that game. It's crazy.
It has a nice safe spot on my home screen right now.
Yeah, it's. I like how crazy that game is.
I've already got nearly 50 hours played on it.
For democracy.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Love how patriotic that game is.
It's a satire, isn't it? It's a satire of jingoism and uber patriotism, because try as you may to explain it and give excuses, no amount of patriotism is worth dying for.
If your planet's getting attacked, I think it is.
Well, I mean, it's like when people say, give your life for your country, there's a limit to what that means. In Helldivers, they go to the logical extreme of it because they literally give their life for their country.
They give their life for Super Earth.
My life for Super Earth.
I like how it's called Super Earth.
Yeah, the Federation of Super Earth. And it makes, I love the map, that they released the world map, because in the actual galactic map, Super Earth is on there as well as Mars, and it is listed as 100% liberated. Now, as the enemy can actually push in closer towards Super Earth, it's led me to speculate that Earth can actually be a battleground if the enemy actually get there. Which is what, and it added fuel to the fire, is that Arrowhead actually released that official map of the world, of Super Earth, where basically entire continents are giant cities called megacities. And the capital, of course, is in Sweden, where their office is based.
That's clever, actually. That's very clever.
And it's a crapsack industrial hellhole of a planet when the last rainforests on the planet are protected zones that no one is allowed to go in. and they're not very big zones either. But basically, the entire continents are like cities, giant cities.
Yeah, like Coruscant in Star Wars.
Yeah, and they're called megacities, which is like Judge Dredd as well.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the Judge Dredd, yeah. Oh, that movie is so good.
Or the 2012 movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dredd.
I wish they would have got a sequel.
I am the law. They wanted him to take his helmet off at least once in that movie, but Carl Urban said, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, if any other actor, yeah, I need to show my face.
That's how you make an iconic, a character that's true to the to what it's based on. Like Judge Dredd in the comics never ever takes his helmet off, and as a result, in the movie with Carl Urban, he never takes his helmet off. The only time he has his helmet off is in the beginning of the film, and that's when you can't even see his face; it's from behind.
Yeah, he puts it on the mask, the helmet. He's like, yeah, let's go.
Compare the Stallone movie and the Halo show, where despite those characters being well known for wearing a helmet and never taking it off, they spend more time with the fucking helmet off.
I've heard that he didn't put the suit on in season 2 of Halo once. Except for the first episode, that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It's like they're intentionally doing it to piss us off now.
They actually probably are.
It's like every advertisement I saw for the show for season 2, he has his helmet off in some way. He's holding his helmet, or he's sat with his helmet in his under his hand.
Yeah.
His helmet is off in some way, and it just feels to the point of parody now. They're just doing it to wind us up. The most dedicated fans.
Yeah, because there's a fight scene in season 2, and it would have been better if he had his suit on.
They mean the fight scene where he fights the Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, there's a fight when the Covenant gets to Reach, and the Master Chief fights an Elite without his suit. He fights it in like a sort of shopping centre, doesn't he?
Yeah, he jumps on it invisible and then gets kicked about and stuff. You're like, oh.
Yeah, and I watched it on YouTube, and I was thinking, as cool as this fight scene is, let's face it, if this was proper Halo, Master Chief would have torn that Elite to pieces.
Yeah, if he had his suit on, and he's a master of killing. He's a master of it.
The fact that the Elite managed to go more than 5 minutes without getting absolutely stomped by the Chief.
Yeah, he would have been killed instantly. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, in the games, how many fucking Elites do you plow through in each mission? That isn't Halo 3, I mean.
So many. You go through so many of them.
In Halo 3, there you are, allies. But in every other game that isn't ODST, I mean, Halo 3 and ODST, because in ODST they don't even show up. But in every Halo game except for Halo 3, the Elites are your enemies. And you fucking plow through them like they're made of corn. They're easy. All you do is just shoot them, smack them, beat the shit out of them.
He knows how to fight him, but in the show, they make it. It doesn't look cool. It looks awful.
In the show, a regular elite can go toe to toe with the Chief, and that shouldn't even be possible.
It's called Halo. There's not been a Halo in there. No, there's not been a Halo ring.
I've not been watching it, because I watched a bit of the first episode. I couldn't get through it.
I've not watched it. I just see people who do watch it.
And honestly, no Halo rings.
There hasn't been a Halo ring in the show. Not yet.
What the fuck? What the fuck is what?
They literally just did the Fallen Reach in this season. The Fallen Reach when Master Chief wasn't even there. Pretty sure.
Chief was on Reach during the Fallen Reach. In the games, he was on Reach.
Was?
He was, yeah.
What
Where
was
do
he
you think the
doing?
Pillar of Autumn came from?
What?
Where do you think the Pillar of Autumn came from? The Pillar of Autumn came from Reach. He was on board.
Oh, yeah, but did he do anything when he was on Reach?
Yeah, I can't exactly remember, but I think he and Blue Team were up to some shenanigans during the war, during the battle.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
do remember the ship taking off with Master Chief. I remember that. Yeah.
the details are a little hazy on what happened. I know Blue Team's still alive, obviously. Spartan Blue Team is still alive. Because they're in Halo 5. But my memory's a little hazy on the details of what exactly they were doing on Halo on Reach during the battle, or how he even, how he ended up on board the Pillar of Autumn inside the cryo tube. But all I know is he was on Reach. He was definitely fighting on Reach. All the Spartans were on Reach. That's why there's so few Spartans left after the war, because why Chief is regarded as one of the last of his kind. Because in the official war, all the Spartans were gathered on Reach, training for a coordinated attack against High Charity, the Covenant's holy city,
Yeah.
to end the war, in a decisive battle before the Covenant could get to Earth. And that's when the Covenant decided to attack Reach. And they effectively wiped out a lot of the Spartans, as well as a huge chunk of the UNSC's manpower. So, like, by the events of the original trilogy, the entire government is on a de facto military leadership with that one dude dressed in white in charge of the whole thing. Lord Hood.
Yeah.
The guy, Ron Perlman's character, the Admiral guy in dressed in white with a hat on. Basically, the entirety of Earth's military might is under the control of that one guy, because there's barely any of us left. The only reason humanity win the war is because the Covenant fracture and break up and go into civil war in the events of Halo 2 and 3.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Because well, all the other like alien races are under like slaves for the Covenant. That's why it
They're
breaks up.
brainwashed. They're all devout. They're all followers of the way, but they are. I think most of the planets were conquered.
Yeah, especially the
They were
grunts and the jackals, I think they're called.
They were all indoctrinated. Yeah.
So
But
you have so many. You have all those aliens. Then you have the elite, the grunts, the jackals. What else? What the worm? You have those worm things. I can't remember what they're called.
The elites, the grunts, the brutes, the jackals, the drones, the hunters.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Hunters.
You've also got the engineers who are forced into servitude. The flying things with the tentacles that look like an octopus.
Oh yeah.
And they've got the jackals, close relatives, what they call skirmishers. They look like jackals, but they're not jackals. They're just, I think they're from the same planet. But look, it's basically like, the difference between white and black people, I think. Or maybe even the difference between Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. You've got the jackal, which are, the ones you see all the time with the shields, and then you've got the skirmishers, which first appeared in Halo Reach.
There's just so many different. Yeah. So the Covenant break, fracture, and fight each other.
There's different breeds of jackals as well, because in most of the series they look like birds. If you look at them, they look avian, don't they? They have beaks, they have feathers, they have big bulbous eyes. And then you've got the ones in Halo 4 and 5 that look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, I like the brutes. They're like giant apes.
Is it weird that I know exactly what all their real species names are?
Well, you're a big fan of Amos, so of course you're gonna know that.
Well, yeah, it's like the elites are called the Sangheili, and they come from the planet Sanghelios. So, it's never really mentioned. It's mentioned only a few times that they're called the Sangheili. And then like in Halo 5, you know, everyone's all about, you know, the Sangheili and all that. The grunts are called the Ungoi.
Yeah, like, I like the grunts are funny. No wonder they got conquered.
You know, in Halo Wars 2, there's a grunt who's in charge of a legion in the Banished,
Yeah.
and his name is Yap Yap the Destroyer. Yap Yap the Destroyer.
The Destroyer. The Arbiter portrays the elites, well, whatever they're called.
The Sangheili.
Yeah, he portrays them, doesn't he? Or do
He did betray them.
they portray him?
The prophets and the brutes betray the elites.
Oh yeah.
And then the other learns the truth of what the Halo rings actually are, and he and a few other elites join with humanity to try and stop the prophets from destroying the universe, but mostly out of revenge because they get betrayed.
So the brutes and the what do you say? The brutes and who portrayed them? Yeah, they're they're like the leaders of the thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like the Covenant is an empire, but it's not like, you know, a traditional empire with a single leader. It's like a sort of religious autocracy. Well, not an autocracy because that's one person in charge. It's like a sort of religious. Hello, Adam. It's like a religious order where like the prophets are the leaders because they like, you know, they're religious leaders. We're just talking about Halo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're on the podcast talking about Halo now. We talked about a lot of different things.
The show butchers the fucking, you know, lore of the games. No surprise there. So I've seen, there's a scene in season 2 of Halo, Adam, where the Master Chief goes toe to toe with an elite, and the fact that the elite manages to last more than, you know, 2 minutes against the Chief.
But he's not in his fucking suit, that's why.
Not even his, well, I guess not in a suit, yeah, but think of it like this, Adam. How many times throughout the game do you plow through an elite as if they're made of paper?
Yeah. Hit the B button a couple times.
Yeah, and season 2 of the show, he has hand to hand with this elite, and this elite is like, you know, got him on the ropes a few times.
He has to get saved at one point by the woman that works there, but she gets kicked while she lives. It's not like she got kicked a little bit. The weight of the kick from the elite when he killed her.
Let's put it like this: in the lore of the games, when the Chief was 15 years old, he was in the gym, and a bunch of cocksure ODSTs picked a fight with him, and he brutally demolished them. I think he killed one of them. Like, you know, there was like 6 of them and one of him, and he was only 15 years old, and you're talking like 20 odd to 30 odd year old men,
Yeah.
and he absolutely wipes the floor with all of them.
That's why he's the Master Chief. He'll kill you.
That's why he's a fucking Spartan too.
Yeah.
It's literally on the back of the game's cover for the first game. It's literally on the back, built for combat, bred for war, or something like that. Built for combat or bred for war, it's something like that.
God, it's so simple to do a TV show. All you gotta do is follow the fucking wall and stuff. It would work. We don't want to see your ugly face, Master Chief.
Yeah, we know you've got an ugly mug. You don't need to show it off.
It's funny how everyone loves Master Chief, and we don't even need to see his face.
That's part of his character, you know. We don't know what he looks like.
And that's what everyone loves about Master Chief. But they
A
think
long
they
time
think
ago, they were going to do a
Yeah.
Halo TV show or movie or whatever. Ben Affleck was supposed to play Master Chief.
there's a lot of like different things they were gonna do, and then they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Neil Blomkamp was set to direct. I remember that. Like, it was going to be produced by Peter Jackson, and Neil Blomkamp was set to direct it. You know, the guy that did District 9.
Yeah, it's
It
yeah.
was after Neil Blomkamp directed District 9, and Peter Jackson also produced it. But like, you know, many people, the only reason that most people watch District 9 is because Peter Jackson's name was on it.
And that's a fucking great film.
It is, yeah, I
Awesome
love District
film.
9. Yeah, I think because he grew up in apartheid South Africa, Neil Blomkamp, and his way of thinking was, you know, apartheid, but replace whites and blacks with humans and aliens, basically.
Well, we've been streaming for an hour if you want to end it there.
If you want to, yeah.
Our first podcast in like a month.
Podcast we talked about a good amount of shit, I think.
Well, we talked about like a lot of stuff. Alien, Bond, Dune, Halo, so many different things. But anyway, if you enjoyed this stream, please leave a like. Well, we'll probably be back next week. We'll let you know. But we're gonna get going now. Goodbye.
Toodles.